I'm really happy to talk to you today about the considerations for using the multilingual features for the Therapy Box apps, and that includes Predictable and the new app coming out very, very shortly, Seen and Heard Pro. You may be familiar with Predictable. It was launched first in 2011 and it was originally launched just in English. It's a text-based app for people with little or no speech, sometimes, often, or always. And people who use it include people with motor neuron disease, people after stroke, people with cerebral palsy, people with aphasia, autistic people, a whole range of people who benefit from a text-based AAC app where they can save things that they want quick access to and take advantage of all of the built-in features for accessibility, switch access, eye tracking, head tracking, gesture speak, the works. Since 2011, we went on to launch 9 more languages, and we've got 3 more key languages on the way. So there are key languages. We've got 10 altogether, soon to be 13. And we also support an additional 27 languages within the multilingual feature in each of those apps. In addition to English, we have a range of core apps where you can download specifically that language. So you've got Predictable Norse, Portuguese, Swami, which is for Finland, Svensk, Dansk, Espanol, Francais, Deutsch, and Netherlands. So each of those is available as a standalone app for speakers of those languages. And we also offer, as I mentioned before, the multilingual feature. So this is set up in the settings for Predictable. And what you do is choose a secondary language that you might want to access. This works if you want to have the app in, let's say, English, and then also in Japanese, if that's your second language. And so you can select the second language that you'd like in the settings, and it swaps out the keyboard, the word prediction, and so on. And you choose a voice that will work with that language that is available readily on the iPad. There's at least one available voice per language that we support currently. And we're currently, for Predictable 7, going to be adding more languages to this list of voices and languages. So that's a little bit about Predictable and how we support multilingual users. I want to quickly talk also about Seen and Heard Pro, which is a visual scene display app, which is designed to be used with photos, videos, audio, and text. And it really about supporting context-based communication where you can program on the spot, on the fly, using your own photos and hotspots of yourself, your environment, and to create hotspots on each of the photos. So you draw hotspots on, which can then be linked to audio, text-to-speech, written text, or videos. And we've designed Seen and Heard Pro to really reduce how much written language is displayed on the main pages. So on the core pages of Seen and Heard Pro, it's written language free. So you're able to use that in any language that you want. So you can record in any language and you can use whichever keyboard is set up. And so your labels can be typed in Spanish, in French, really doesn't matter because you're providing your own personal content, and that can be in any and all of your languages. So what do you do? How do you go about doing this? So when you take a photo of the scene that you want to use as your communication support, you can either record the audio, so you can just record what you want to say. So I could record konnichiwa, or I could type in text-to-speech, I could type that in Japanese. And then because I would be using a Japanese speech engine on my device, it will say it aloud in Japanese when it comes to that hotspot. I can create videos, and of course that can be in any language that you want. And I can also use the transition to literacy feature in whichever language is useful. So whether or not you want to type in English or in any language, the transition to literacy feature will work perfectly well. So you've got complete flexibility, and so you can use videos, photos, they're all incredibly flexible, linked to other scenes. You can use the transition to literacy feature, and also to say you can create grids, you can use symbols, there's a visual timetable, communication books, all completely possible to use across the app. So just to wrap up quickly, Senior Hood Pro is launching this month. If you want to try it out with some of your multilingual AAC users, please let me know, because you can sign up to our beta program by messaging us on Twitter or emailing us. Please stay tuned for the new languages which are coming out for Predictable. They'll be announced very shortly. And if you want to find out more, you can follow us on Twitter. And I look forward to speaking to you further. Bye.